What's up everybody, this is Yair and today we're going to learn how to draw Super Saiyan Goku. Okay, so today we are going to draw Super Saiyan Goku, but in the new style of drawing from the upcoming Dragon Ball Super movie. This style of drawing is similar to the early Dragon Ball Z episodes, meaning there's less detail, the line work is sharper and less strict, and the coloring has less depth as well. As you can see, I started by drawing a perfect square. Each side is 3 centimeters, but you can draw it in any size you want to, just make sure to use a suitable paper size. Also, all the materials I'm using are written in the description box with Amazon links. Okay, so first we are going to start by drawing the shape of the face. Then I'll use this guideline to mark the center of his face. I'll draw the wrinkles between the eyes. And we'll add the eyebrow just like that. As you can see, no curves, just flat lines. And to create the eye, we'll use 3 lines. We'll place the pupil at the center, slightly to the right. Then we'll indicate the bump above his eye and draw the cheek marks. We'll do the same for the right eye, but as you can see, because of the angle, the right eye will appear to be smaller. Awesome. Next, we're going to draw the nose, simply by drawing 4 lines. As you can see, the nose in this style is much more pointier, and we'll add the mouth really close to the nose with a very tiny gap and just indicate the bottom lip. Now follow these steps to draw the ear. I'm gonna draw his neck and the neck muscles. And then we can go ahead and draw the glorious hair. So first I'm gonna start by drawing 2 spikes of hair on the right side. Then I'm gonna create a guideline so I can keep the right proportions of the hair. And next I'm gonna draw the locks of hair from the front. And now I'm simply gonna add the rest of the spikes using the guideline. As you can see, as opposed to Dragon Ball Super, the lines here are much sharper. Next, we are going to add some lines. Make sure to do that with the direction of the spike. As you can tell, I'm adding a very minimum amount, just like the new style. Awesome, so once we are done with that, we can draw the torso. So first I'm gonna start by drawing the traps and the trachea, because I forgot it earlier. Then I'm gonna draw a rough guide of the shape of the torso, again because I want to get the overall shape and then add the details. So now I'm gonna indicate the shirt and the shirt underneath. And we'll add his chest muscles. Next I'm gonna refine the shirt by adding the creases. We'll add the sleeves of the shirt underneath. And then I'll use this guideline for the arms. Now we'll draw his belt. We're going to add some details, and we're also going to add details for the pants, just adding some creases. And we'll do the same for the shirt and the shirt underneath. Awesome, once we are done with that, we can refine the arms. So I'm gonna start by drawing the shoulder muscles, the tricep, the bicep, the elbow, and the forearm. And we'll do the same for the right arm as well. And all we got left is to draw his gi symbol. So we are just going to place it right there. And as you can see, because of the creases, they are not going to align perfectly. And in case you are wondering, Goku's kanji is pronounced Go, which means wisdom or enlightenment. Credit to Dragon Ball Wikia for that information. Awesome, so we are finally done with the sketching, and now we can move on to the inking part. So for the inking part, I'm gonna use a 0.05 pen for the entire drawing actually. And with patience and some hardcore metal music in the background, I'm gonna go all over the lines. Make sure to rotate the page so you can have your natural hand movement, and we'll proceed once we are done. Okay, so now that the inking process is done, we're going to take the notorious charcoal eraser and we're going to get rid of all the lead. The reason I'm using the charcoal eraser is because it doesn't erase as much of the ink as opposed to a regular eraser. And for those stubborn areas, we are going to use the eraser stick. Awesome, so once it's fresh, clean and shiny, we can go on and use the Copic markers. Most of you already know by now, but for those who don't, the Copic markers are alcohol-based markers, which means they can blend very well. If you'll check your top left of the screen, you can see the exact number of Copic I'll be using. We are going to start by coloring the shirt, and I'm just gonna fill up this entire area with fast brush strokes in the direction of the shape. Then I'm gonna use a darker shade and I'll color all the shaded areas. Next, we'll take the brighter tone again and we'll do some blending. Now I'm gonna use the darker tone again and just add more saturation in the deepest areas. Awesome, so we'll do the same for the pants. And now we can use some blue for the shirt and for the belt. So again, I'm gonna use two colors of blue. I'll start with the brighter one, then I'll add some shade with the darker one, and I'll go back to the brighter one and do some nice blending. And this is the result we want to get. So I'm gonna do the same process for the shirt. And for this part, what you want to do is rotate the page. Again, so you can have as much comfort as you can, because we want to color with the direction of the creases. Awesome, once we are done with that, we can color the kanji. So we're going to use some grays for that. First I'm going to start with C3, then I'll use C1, that's a brighter gray. And now all we have to do is fill up those blank areas with the black color. And we are done with the shirt, and now we can color the skin. So again, I'm going to use two tones for that. We'll start with the brighter one, and as you can see, I'm leaving some blank areas just to get a nice highlight. Next I'm going to use the darker tone for the shaded areas. I'll use the brighter tone again for blending. And then I'm gonna use the colorless blender for the blank areas, just to soften those edges. Awesome, and I'm gonna do the same process for the left arm. Okay, once we are done with that, we can focus on the face. So just like before, we're going to use the skin tone. I'm gonna fill up all those areas, but I'm gonna leave some blank spots on the areas that sticks out more, which means they get more light. Once we are done with that, we'll use the darker tone and mark the shaded areas. We'll do some blending with the brightest color. And we'll use the colorless blender to soften those edges. Awesome, now we are going to color the eyes. I'm going to use BG49. That's a color between blue and green. And as you can see, I'm leaving some blank areas again to create a nice highlight. And just like before, we'll use the colorless blender so we can get a nice transition. Okay, now we can color the hair. So first I'm gonna start with the brightest color. I'm gonna start by coloring the eyebrows, just fill up the area. As you can tell, I'm using the eraser stick again, just to make sure that none of the lead will stick to the paper, because I don't want to smear that annoying lead on the paper. Awesome, and now just fill up this entire area with a bright yellow. Next, we are going to use Y15 and just color with the direction of the shape. Awesome, and the last thing we are going to do is just take the brighter tone again and do some blending. And now we are going to do this together, everybody. So are you ready? In 3, 2, 1. And we are done, everybody. This is how you draw Super Saiyan Goku from the upcoming Dragon Ball Super movie. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Don't forget to smash that like button and share the video with your friends to support my work. Making these tutorials takes lots of time. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. I upload new videos every weekend, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of my future videos. That's it, everybody. Thanks a lot for watching. Keep being awesome as you always are, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.